One of the biggest concepts that has helped me to be more focused and to make sure I'm doing the right things is focusing on seasons of life, right? And like the importance of life seasons. Just like in every place on earth, we have this sequence of seasons that is inevitably going to change, right? But look at how different seasons are, right? In summer, we have this intense heat. We do have a lot of growth at first, but sometimes that heat gets so intense that things stop growing, right? And it forces this transition to the next season where we have this season of dying and transition and preparation for winter where things are cold. These, like, our lives are the exact same. And we're constantly going through these transitions and seasons. And it's funny because as humans, we think the way that things are today is oftentimes we just have this bias that that's going to be the way that things always are. So I'll give you an example. The season of like raising young kids, of sleep deprivation, of waking up in the middle of the night, of all those things, it's almost like we think, how am I going to survive this? Because this is going to last forever. And then it doesn't, right? It doesn't last forever. It changes, it shifts, and it transitions to a new season with new responsibilities, with new experiences, with new joys, with new hardships, right? And so when you look at the seasons, we experience seasons in our personal lives, and we also experience seasons in our professional lives. We experience seasons in our relationships. I mean, my marriage of 20 plus years has been filled with all sorts of different relational seasons that we've gone back and forth with. So the point that I want to make there is first to establish that, number one, we are constantly transitioning through seasons. The season that we are in right now will not last forever. There is a new season coming. And what's important inside of that? The importance is that we often are so misfocused in relative to making the most of and appreciating every season. In other words, instead of sitting there and saying, I freaking hate this season, I want to get out of it, what if we approached it more so and said, this season will be on sometime. And even though there's things inside of it that I don't like so much, there are experiences inside of this season that I will never get to have again. I tried to mix up two seasons that don't mix well, which is I wanted to build businesses and life and earn as much as possible at the same time that I was experiencing this really cool and unique season of young children that I'd never get to have again. Well, guess what? The children's season is gone. And I missed a lot of it. And my failure to recognize the uniqueness, and yet now I still have all these professional opportunities that are going to continue for years and years and years to come. I didn't prioritize the most important of the seasons, and I didn't give myself the space to be able to enjoy it, to appreciate it, to smile into what it is, and really to make the most of the opportunities that were there. So the question I would ask is, what are the unique components to the seasons of life that you're currently living in, right? What are the things that you may not see again in future seasons? And what would it look like for you to make the most of and appreciate that, even if it was stuff that was really hard? Consequently, like, what are some of the seasons that are going to continue to come in life, whether you like it or not, right? Like new professional opportunities or more knowledge or, like things. And inside of that, one other piece that I might say is that we have this, it's funny how we're really quick professionally to say, I don't know that I'll ever get this chance again. But we're really slow to say that in the things in our life with our families and our friends that really might be truthful, that we might not get this opportunity again. So, seasons of life, that's my context for it.